Hey, sorry guys, I had to upload the like 8 minutes of that last video. I forgot to erase the message from yesterday, so my storage space ran out like right in the middle of doing this reading. So sorry about that. I'm uploading the beginning part of this reading and I'm going to start right where I left off. So I'm just going to kind of go over the cards that we've read so far. So at the heart of this spread is 44, the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. That's at the heart of this Celtic cross spread. And then crossing the heart of the spread is grounding. And then unplugging from mass consciousness. And then paradigm shift. And then family of light. So I haven't, so I'm getting ready to draw the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting ready to draw the sixth card, which is the past energy. Okay, there we go. So earth healing. So then under hopes and desires for this collective I'm reading for, under hopes and desires for this collective of light workers or spiritual workers that are experiencing ritual, order, and ceremony, grounding, unplugging from mass consciousness. They're experiencing a paradigm shift and connecting with their family of light and earth healing and ascending the rainbow bridge. So the hopes and desires for this family of light that is experiencing a paradigm shift. And the desires are ascending the rainbow bridge. So we are experiencing ascending the rainbow bridge after unplugging from mass consciousness during this paradigm shift, reconnecting with our family of light through earth healing, the earth healing us, and us in return helping earth heal, which is healing for us. So under how we are viewed, how others view us, how others may view us. Can I get the card, Spirit, for how others may view this collective? This collective energy, how others may view this collective energy that is experiencing seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony through grounding, unplugging from mass consciousness during the paradigm shift, through reconnecting with a family of light, through earth healing and ascending the rainbow bridge. How are we being viewed by others as we ascend the rainbow bridge? How are we viewed by others? How is this collective viewed by others? I was going to delete the beginning part of that message and just start over, but then I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. It's coming as is because there might be a message in whatever I had uploaded. So everything happens for a reason. So initiation by water is how this collective is viewed, and water is emotions, and I've done a lot of healing in water, salt baths. I've experimented with attuning myself through the vibration of water by vibrating in water with my ears under the water. It sounds kind of weird, but that's what I've done in order to help myself heal. So the fears for this collective is divine talents. So maybe we have talents, kind of like me experimenting with the guitar, and I love to sing, but I'm afraid I've had really bad stage fright in my past, and so maybe we're afraid to share our talents with the public, or you know, even the collective or our family of light. So we may fear our divine talents. especially when we're just getting to know them. So, the third ray of creative intelligence is the right action. This is the right action, the third ray of creative intelligence. So, we are being creative through using our intelligence to create. So, at the heart of this spread, let's see what's on the bottom. Trust in the plan. Trust in the plan, family of light. So, this is a beautiful card. You can see that the light bursting from his chest. He looks like a wise elder. So trust in the plan, number 13, and that's a 4 in numerology, and I've been having the synchronicity 444 4444. So that was my synchronicity yesterday. That I was experiencing. And so you put in the comments of what synchronicities you guys are experiencing. Excuse me, I got an itchy nose. I've been experiencing synchronicity while I've been going through the dark night of the soul, and that might be one of the only things that really kept me going at times when when it really felt like hell inside and hell on earth for me. Growing spiritually through a lot of pain. So, the seventh ray of order and the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, number 44. So let's read that. In my Native American deck, that's respect. So, let's see what this says. So, 44. When the gift of the seventh ray enters your life, something new is being formed, something that will benefit your world. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes. Resonating with high frequency violet light and Archangel Zadkiel, the seventh ray also helps transmute energy from lower to higher frequency. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. The seventh ray is very active upon the earth at this time. All of humanity is being affected by it. The seventh ray is the push-pull between the old and the new. The life that has been can no longer continue in that form. And the new life that wants to evolve from the old. It honors traditions and ancestral wisdom that serve new life. When the seventh ray enters your life, you are asked to balance your attachment to what has been with an openness to the new. It is time to fearlessly question what has been, honor what continues to hold value for you, and dismiss what no longer serves you. The seventh ray also creates form from invisible, intangible spiritual energy. These are the inspired solutions and synchronicities that seem to come out of nowhere. They are signs of the divine order happening. The seventh ray brings an alignment with the divine order, and the more you are willing to invoke and allow that energy to bless you, the more your life will align itself with the genius of creativity, solutions, and loving opportunities the universe wants to bring into your world. The gift of ritual, order, and ceremony are always ways to attract this energy. Conscious ceremony done in service to unconditional divine love feed a need for sacred embodiment. It is the hunger within the soul that many seek to feed through religion, and others through the less conscious rituals of addiction. Ritual can be something that keeps you stuck or opens you to the sacred. Choosing a spiritual practice to engage on a regular basis, creating your own spiritual system, will help you call the genius of the seventh ray energy into your life. Your spiritual practice might be a daily prayer followed by a short conscious dance or yoga session, a meditation, a walk in nature, or some combination of these. Find what works for you. Do it regularly. Make it a priority. You can invite spirit into your life through a simple and ordered system that you do on a regular basis, even if only your even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes. Then the new life, the new you, the order that brings an expansive idea to life in the world can happen. So, the challenge with the seventh ray is to not become obsessed with the future, with the new, to the extent that you forget about the valuable aspects of what already is. It is about developing what has value, not rejecting outright anything from the past. The past can teach us wisdom and help us create a more loving future if we allow ourselves to balance our passion for the future with a respect for what has been. The gift of the seventh ray is the ability to live as an embodied divine presence. For humans who do not trust or even recognize the love of the divine in their hearts yet, those who do are great supporters. The seventh ray empowers us to use loving ritual to invite divine presence to fill us and our lives. It also teaches us how to use our consciousness to clean up our own energy field and the energy field of the world around us, so the divine can show us face more clearly. The comfort of this can help free all beings from anguish and suffering. So the invocation of this card is, I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, and the assistance of the unconditionally loving masters on this ray, the violet flame of Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel. I open to the magic of creativity, divine genius, and the ability to translate spiritual concepts into real world experiences for the greatest good. May I discover and use my innate power for conscious and loving ritual and ceremony to enrich and invite spiritual presence into the world. May all beings feel safe and consciously held in a loving divine order, according to the great plan of love, through my own free will. So be it. So you are held by spirit today. That's just your spiritual reminder that you're being held by spirit through the divine order of the seventh ray ritual and order of ceremony, and to continue grounding and unplug from the mass consciousness that, well, can get in your brain like a worm and eat holes in it. And during this paradigm shift, we can be vulnerable. So unplugging from mass consciousness is a lot of times necessary and helpful in order to continue growing the family of light during the paradigm shift, and to continue grounding yourself in the earth to experience this earth healing during this rainbow ascension and your initiation by water, and expressing your divine talents, even though that you may fear them, because I fear my divine talents too. So that's just part of the growth process and connecting to your creative intelligence. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the third ray of a creative intelligence. And this is really beautiful because she's kind of slumped over. Looks like she's cracked. I don't know if you can see the cracks on her. Like she just wants to give up. She feels so cracked open. And then you can see like her during this slumped over, cracked open phase. When you want to just give up, that's when you are uplifted by spirit and you come out of this cocoon like a butterfly. You can see her divine being. That's when she begins to fly. So that's the right action, using your creative intelligence. So let's pick number 3 here. Excuse me. So the third ray of creative intelligence brings the gift of practical spirituality and develops the talent for grounding inspired creativity into the world. It empowers your manifestation. This ray brings many gifts, including new ideas and the practical support needed to bring them to life. The ability to organize, make connections and networks, and synthesize information from various sources into one coherent whole. Archangel Chamuel helps you receive this gift from the universe with love and intelligence. The third ray of creative intelligence will help you gain practicality to organize and manifest an idea or vision in the world. It gives you the drive and the means to implement your plans. When this ray is active in your lives, we want to take action, bring something to life, not just know or feel, but to do. With this oracle comes a message about taking action and believing that even the most inspired and spiritual ideas can have practical purpose in the world. Your visions and ideas can and should be worked with so that they can manifest. You must believe in your capability and competence, your confidence and practical down-to-earth common sense, even if these are not always your strongest qualities. If you doubt your ability to achieve all that you dream of, remember that sometimes the universe put dreams in our hearts to help us develop strengths that are dominant within us, or dormant within us. Excuse me, dominant. No, I got one of those too. So if you doubt your ability to achieve all that you dream of, remember that sometimes the universe put dreams in our hearts to help us develop strengths that are dormant within us. This can bring to life a whole slew of abilities and talents we didn't know we had. We are given nudges in life to discover what we are made of, which can be so much more than what we might have initially believed. So the invocation of this number 3, third ray creative intelligence is, excuse me, I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the third ray of creative intelligence. I thank the universe for all assistance in turning my spiritual aspirations into successful, practical, real-world manifestations of light, grace, love, and empowerment. I gratefully receive the unconditionally loving intervention of Archangel Chamuel to recover and express all talents and abilities meant to help me fulfill my mission. Thank you, universe, for helping me to manifest my divine dream. I ask that I can't even spit this out. I ask that in unconditional love, this ray be made available to all who can benefit from it, according to divine wisdom, mercy, and compassion for the greatest good. So be it. So that's a great reminder to continue doing our ritual of order and ceremony on a daily basis, continue connecting to Gaia, the Earth Mother, and transmuting that negative, anxious energy through the Earth Mother and allowing her to heal you, and continue unplugging from mass consciousness during this paradigm shift. So that we can continue growing the family of light through love and healing ourselves through this earth healing and ascending the rainbow bridge and using water, initiation by water, which water is emotions, healing your emotions and expressing your divine talents and your emotions through your divine talents, because that's creative intelligence, which is the right action. So that's a beautiful message from this Lightworker Oracle deck for me today, and I hope that you found it helpful too. Excuse me. Let's see.